You ready?
Yeah, you're going.
Oh, we're going. Sweet. So this is Savio's beautiful car, Jade. Me and Chris took, what was it, 45 days?
Something like that.
It was like 45 days with fabrication, start to finish on this.
It's had a little bit of a rough life.
Yeah.
First good battle weekend that we had with the car, the timing chain snapped on it. So we ended up having to replace a couple pistons, and the head was damaged, and we had to fix a bunch of stuff. Then we tried to swap cams, ended up with a bunch of issues, so we put the old cam back in it. Then we went back to clutch kickers, and he sent it and graded the dirt at clutch kickers. We're gonna pull it out, take the heads off, disassemble the short block, send it off to our machine guy. So right now it doesn't seem like there's any main damage, but there's definitely dirt and stuff in the engine. So if we can nip it now before it becomes a problem, spend a little bit of money instead of a lot of money later. So we're gonna tear this old grill apart again.
Merry Christmas, Savio.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
When we first got the car, Savio hit the dirt so hard that it bent back our oil cooler and our power steering coolers.
Brake cooler?
Brake cooler, yeah, it's a brake cooler. Hit him.
So these were standing straight up and down. So this got tweaked back so much that bent the base of the mount. So you imagine how fast that dirt was moving when it hit this. So it actually pushed the airbox up like that, which sucks. Oh yeah, I took it off at the track.
Okay.
There was like rocks like that big sitting on top of the throttle body. So we're just gonna take it apart.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
All that optimism went out the window. Don't worry, there's only water in here. Love this car. Loved building this car.
Yep.
Hate to see it break. But we're gonna make a better tie down for that airbox now.
Yeah.
We're gonna find a way to really, really bolt that thing down.
First time messing with one.
I mean, given in normal situations, it's normally fine. But, you know, Savio doesn't put cars through normal situations.
Yeah. He should be a tester for, supercars. He'll really put them through the paces, you know?
If it's dirt inside the exhaust, then we have a lot more to be concerned about.
No, if it's inside of it or just got hooked with the van.
This is gonna be fun.
Perfect. Oh yeah. You can see the flow of it.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. Love to see the underside of the car, but under different circumstances.
Aside from the dirt, it's not bad working on this car because it's super fresh and clean. There's not grease and dirt and stuff everywhere. You love to see it.
Yep. That's after. Alright. This thing was so beautiful before it left our possession. It'll leave our possession just as pretty as it did the first time. It always does. We're going to leave the trans in there, going to drop the motor mounts, and lift the motor right out through here. So there's plenty of room in the front. May or may not have to take off the crank pulley to get a little bit of extra room, to get the clutch to clear the bell housing. But actually, no, we're not taking that off. Even better. We just slide in the input shaft out of the bell housing and clutch. So, wow, that is nasty.
The hell's in that thing? So we got most of everything disassembled on the motor here. Left the header in place because that wraps around the steering column, so it's much easier to get once the motor's pulled. Trans is disassembled. I got the ratchet strap going across from over there underneath the trans tunnel into a hook on the other side of the engine bay there. So she's pretty close. I'm about to get ready to pull her out, and then we can pull the cylinder heads off and figure out how bad the damage actually is on this thing. Alright, old girl's out on the floor. Car's still up there, left the trans in there, put a little ratchet strap around the base of it, so she stayed where she's supposed to, saves us a little bit of work and less stuff to store and get lost. So now we're going to pull the heads off, figure out exactly what is inside that motor, see if the pistons look damaged, if the valves are bent, if anything from all this gravel inside the engine. So stay tuned. That ain't so bad. Well, one bank is okay. Thank God. But it doesn't really mean anything if the other banks are cooked. So we're gonna find out. Gonna be something good, baby.
Okay, nothing at all. Oh.
Well, that one doesn't look great. Piston's actually okay. Cylinder well's not happy, but it's not scored. This thing, we turned it off. Gritty. The Rocks lost this battle. Own it.
Sad day.
What'd you mess up?
We're here unskinning my mess. So at the LZ Invitational, like I plowed into, I think, 6 barriers. I pushed one out of the way and hit one like dead on. It literally was like hitting a concrete wall. So our good friend Josh is here to like fix us all up, but it's beyond like what I thought it was underneath of it. We're gonna end up having to cut another car. Like, I don't think it's worth pulling this just for the taillight to fix because the bash bar got stuck.
Yeah, you ripped off the bash bar.
Yes, it ripped it off like it got stuck on one of the barriers and completely ripped the back off. It's more than it was, isn't it? What happened here?
What?
It just ripped chunks. Now the whole thing is actually missing. Did
That was the
Crickett already
second
cut
time.
it?
No, this whole section was ripped out, and then we ripped this off up to the spot welds at the track because it was just dangling, and I don't want you to like transition and take some of this leg out.
In order for us to fit a tail light, we're gonna have to use our shell that we use for development, right, Joel, in Fort Myers?
Our shell.
So, our shell. It's our shell. So we'll bring that bad boy over here, cut it here. The door wouldn't open, which is stuck right now. We actually got it to open. We're gonna we're gonna drill through the pinch welds inside and just remove pretty much the entire quarter. Put a new door, and there it is. This was the Hulk. Look at this. Should just leave it like that. And I'm sorry, Greg Jones. She was so pretty. I had to do this. It was all Marco's fault. He led me into it. He did. Guaranteed. It could be worse, but it's still sad that we gotta fix it up. I haven't driven this car much. I think it was the 3rd time I drove the car. I know now to stay away from walls. Like this, if this was a actual concrete barrier, I think half of this car would have been completely pushed in.
Don't blame it on the barrier.
Hey, I fucked up. It's okay. We all do it.
Yeah.
We all do it.
Sick.
I learned the lesson. Pull it.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
Oh, okay. Well, damn,
Get
son.
stuck
Look
this
at
time.
the paint over here.
I know, you see that?
See that glitter in there though? Look at that.
This is tricolor car. Right
Spicy.
here. We should go behind the building and take Marco's IS300 shell that's here and chop it up,
I like that better.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Shh, don't tell them.
Yeah, we'll just chop it up one day. He comes back here. It's
He's like
missing
this.
this section. We're like, it's okay. It's your
As long as
fault
we weld this
anyways.
section back into his shell, he'll never know.
That's
What's going
it.
on here?
So yeah, Marco, it might happen.
Sorry, in advance.
Here she goes. It's in your hands now, boy.
Next one. So we kind of been running this one on hopes and dreams. It's got all the sensors in it, but we're running an ECU Master's ECU with an AEM display. So there's a bunch of settings and like frequencies and stuff you have to mess with, and I might have to put a resistor in the can high, can low signal coming from the computer. So we're gonna pull that in the shop, and also that thing never got the throttle body doesn't have a set screw on it to set idle. So I'm gonna try and rig something up to give it something so we can actually set idle. Because I set it through the cable tension, but the cable just keeps stretching, and I don't want to keep doing that until it breaks. Next project for the day.
Gotta plug it in or gotta program it so that the ECU Master can communicate with it. We installed everything, but we couldn't get it. We were in a rush to get the car on. So now we're actually gonna fix it, that we have a little bit of time. So you gotta plug in and you gotta choose like all your settings, then you gotta get in same kind of like, I don't know, some BS pretty much. I should have just went with the ECU Master display and plug and play, but they say the EM1 works and we're gonna make it work.
You praying to the tuner gods?
Not really a tune of the car is properly tuned by Lance. I'm just praying that the dash works so we don't blow up the car when it's overheating. We were testing it one day last month or something like that, and it just started spewing water, so we have no idea how hot the car was getting. Precaution. It's better to be safe.
It's birthday present.
What'd that break?
Nothing.
No?
He fixed.
You did it? I walk away and you did stuff and you figured out CAN bus to CAN bus?
So progress is made. Note to you guys, don't watch old YouTube videos explaining how to do stuff. I was watching this guy's video, but it's from 2019, and he actually was pretty much like going the opposite of everything that I did, only because I think at that time AEM hadn't upgraded all the softwares and everything, and we all know AEM loves to upgrade their stuff like every single month. So now I went back and me and Chris like messing with the settings. It actually works. We got everything to work, throttle works, like he's messing with the cable right now. We got the car to go on all the displays, so all I had to do now is go back to their design program, which is really cool because you have 7 different screens that you can put on this.
So that's on ECU Master?
So this is, no, ECU Master is pretty much just controlling the ECU itself. So the CAN bus, we had to put it to communicate with the display itself.
Which has its own separate program.
Which has its own separate program. So you connect it, and you pretty much can like change it to like a million types of screens. So let's upload some of the screens over here.
You put the Drift HQ logo in there?
Yes, you can. So let's do one simulator, channels, let's see, screens. So every screen that you upload, you can actually go upload the display. Like obviously you have 7 different ones that you can play with. The normal, the basic one is what I had loaded here, which is the one that shows engine speed, battery, oil pressure, all the good stuff. But you can make it whatever you want, which is really cool, because the first one I'm gonna do Drift HQ and then go from there. But let's find all the different samples. Oh, here they are. So you can choose between all these different cool ones. AEM just had a version 2 software upgrade, so you can go and choose between all these beautiful screens. You can leave it to the most basic, to the most customization, and you can make your own too. You don't have to use one of their pre-made ones. But look at this, there's like hundreds and hundreds of screens. Let's put this one over here. So let's see how simple it is. So you put that, you upload it. Look at the beauty of this. You save it, let it do its thing, complete. You close it. Once you pull this cable, boom, there it is.
I like that one.
Right? That's the new one. That's all the version 2 displays and stuff. All set. And you can also set all the safety protocols if the car is overheating. Obviously you could do this in the ECU, but the ECU is actually just going to trigger its own safety depending on what you put the car to turn off or to put it in limp mode. But with this, with the programmable screens, you can say like set your temperature up to a certain amount to just alert you. Happens all the time in a green car. If I'm about to overheat the car,
yeah,
or
the big
I'm
old
like
triangles come out.
Big old red triangles. They actually updated it to tell you now. Because usually in my other car, the triangle comes up, but it doesn't. It's just a warning. It doesn't tell you what it is, but now it'll actually tell you what it is. It could be boost cut. It could be low battery voltage. It could be a million things just to tell you what's going on with the car instead of just shutting the car down and you don't know what's happening to it. So really cool feature. I'm sure a lot of other display companies do it, but I love it. Look at him. all protected and everything. This is the new Chris 2022 Chris.
There's still no gloves on.
I like to play safe whenever Dad's playing mechanic. You never know what he's gonna get into.
Right? Just
Bits and chips.
Hey Chris, what are you doing to protect your plug wires?
Nothing.
Nothing? Dude, come on. We just got all this DEI in stock. Look at this. I think this fits an LS.
I mean, it'll probably fit an LS.
Is it for an LS?
Usually my policy is just to, replace them after they burn, but I guess this works a little bit better.
Yeah, we just got a whole bunch of DEI in stock.
Sweet.
Protect the boots.
Protect the boot. Who are you talking to, boot?
So it's a new day. Chris is hungover.
Yep.
I'm probably hungover as well.
Yeah.
That's what happens with the,
New Year's party before New Year's.
Yep. A party with the LZ boys, Drift HQ boys.
Yeah. That's a good old time last night. So yeah, this is the last brake line I gotta make. This goes from my proportioning valve to underneath the car where my rear brake lines go. Just gotta make it fit.
Hey.
What's up? The floor is cold and very comfortable. I don't want to get up.
So you gonna finish your car, or we're just gonna tell everybody Happy New Year and make a recap video of the whole year?
Yeah, not probably gonna get it running today. Still too much little stuff to do. I mean, I could hook up a couple wires just to start it, but not really the point. So yeah, Happy New Year. Don't be like me. Finish your cars.
Happy New Year. I'm gonna make this big montage of whatever happened this year. It's probably gonna be clips of stuff that we already put on YouTube and stuff I didn't put on YouTube because I didn't have time to make a montage. So watch.
Montage.
Happy New Year. Montage.